Alright, good morning and welcome back to another movie reaction. Today I'm going to react to The Killer Shrews. This is 1959. And I have never seen this movie, but I do know a little bit about it. Some years ago I saw an interview with James Best, who stars in this movie, and he was talking about how he enjoyed making this back in 1959. Kind of a cult classic thing, and I remember one of the specific things he said is the villains of the movie, they used dogs. They tied carpets onto dogs. So, and he said some other things, but I'll just leave it at that. So I'm really just dying to see what that's about. I've been dying to see this for a long time, and finally, the opportunity has come for me to react to The Killer Shrews, 1959. James Best is probably best known for being Roscoe P. Coltrane in The Dukes of Hazzard, which aired. I was in high school back then, back in the late 70s, and I can remember seeing like every single episode as they were aired each week, along with the TV show Dallas. So, anyways, good stuff. Let's get our hearing devices going here and get this thing started. And I forgot to put my cap on. And we'll see what The Killer Shrews 1959 is gonna be all about.
Those who hunt by night will tell you that the wildest and most vicious of all animals is the tiny shrew.
The tiny shrew.
Feeds only by the dark of the moon. He must eat his own body weight every few hours or starve. And the shrew devours everything. Bones, flesh, marrow, everything. In March, first in Alaska, and then invading steadily southward, there were reports of a new species, the giant killer shrew.
All right. Looks like it's going to be a good late 50s sci-fi. James Best. Ken Curtis. I didn't know Ken Curtis would be in this. Festus from Gunsmoke. Alright, looking forward to this one for a while now. There he is.
Sure is a lot of quiet out there. Almost smell it, can't you?
No, but I can feel it. That pressure's dropped so fast, it's almost made my ears pop.
Hurricane's got different ways of telling you it's there. Where is it?
Dead ahead.
What's that mean to us?
My boy, that puts our port right in the middle of it. There's a cove on the lee side, though. We'll snuggle up close to the bluff and ride it out.
What about the bottom?
Well, the chart shows it's good holding ground. It's clay. You know something? If this thing had an automatic pilot, I wouldn't have to put up with you.
Then you wouldn't have nobody to chew out.
We should be there in a couple of hours.
A very young
The
James
keep
Best.
running.
Look, automatic pilots can't play Dixieland jazz on them engines like I can.
Hey, Rook. Rook, come here. Take a look. There she is, dead ahead.
So I was unaware that this took
Man,
place
that
on an
sure
island
do look good.
or out in the ocean.
A man named Craigus owns this island, doesn't he?
That's the name on the crate, Dr. Milo Craigus.
We'll unload tomorrow. I want this craft sitting high in that water when that blow hits.
You gonna ride stern too with a lot of water under?
That's right. That sea won't pick up in that cove. That wind will have her whipping around like a kite. Slip forward and break out the heavy weather hook. Check it, make sure it's free to run.
I'm out, Shot.
Good. Oh, she'll ride like a duck. If she swings too far to starboard, we might have to take a check line to shore. Hey, Rook, take a slant up that trail. Now, that's a rather strange setup, wouldn't you say?
I'm Dr. Craig.
Thorne Sherman. Have your supplies aboard.
That's good. Nothing wrong with Captain Ferguson, I hope.
Well, I wouldn't know. I just bought his run.
Oh, I see. Were you able to fill our order?
Everything on the list. Here's the manifest.
Missing last week's supply has run us a little short here. Captain, after you have unloaded, I have a passenger for you. And Captain Sherman, this is my daughter, Anne Craig.
Oh, so you're the passenger.
That's right, Captain.
Oh, it's going to be nice having you aboard. I'm getting a little tired looking at Griswold. But we're not leaving today. In fact, we're not even unloading.
Worried looks on everybody's face.
You expecting an invasion?
Yes, animal.
Game or otherwise?
Under certain conditions, it could be dangerous.
Hey, Rook, you want to shake the kinks out? Limber up a little?
Not me, Captain Blight. You go right ahead and stretch your legs. That ship's gonna be bucking like a bucking bronc for long. Besides, I got some work left to do.
If you do come ashore, wear a gun.
Got you, Captain.
When I told you about the hurricane, you act like you didn't know anything about it. What's the matter? Your set broken down?
You've been out of communication for more than a week, Captain.
Can't it be fixed?
It's totally out of commission.
Father, perhaps the captain would enjoy a drink.
Well, of course. Will you join us in a cocktail?
Well, I've never been known to turn down a drink yet. I'll be glad to accept.
In that case, we'll have martinis. Mario?
Si, senor.
Mix them, please. Right this way, Captain. Come in. Bradford? Bradford? Bradford, would you please step over here? I'd like you to meet someone.
Just a second, Doctor.
Go on for hours. Dr. Bain.
There's no need to shout, Doctor. I'm right here.
I'd like you to meet Captain Thorne Sherman. This is my other assistant, Bradford Bain. How do you do?
2 new litters since lunch, Doctor. Both support GT-116.
That's good, but,
We can breed them to the 205 group in about 3 weeks. But I'd prefer to wait and expose about half of them to the Hoskins factor first. If you agree.
Good idea. Do you know there's a hurricane coming?
Well, I don't suppose there's much we can do about that. Glad to meet you. Sherman, wasn't it?
Father, may I speak with you a moment? Will you please excuse us, Captain?
Well, providing you drop the captain. I prefer Thorne. Tell me something, Doctor. Has a hurricane ever hit this island before that you know of?
I wouldn't know. You've only been here 9 months, and this place has been unoccupied for years.
Well, have you ever been through one?
We'll be docks.
I've invited Thorne for dinner, Father.
Oh, I see. If you're not worried about your ship, you're welcome.
I'll take a rain check on that dinner.
If you wish.
Father, I've asked Thorne to stay.
Progress, Doctor. This is the sole survivor of Group 30. 28 months old today.
Well, that's equivalent to 140 years to us.
That's right. Yet it still maintains low metabolism without any sluggishness.
Not the breakthrough, but it certainly sets our course. Radford, suspend series 52 through 96, and we'll concentrate on the rest.
What is that?
It's a Sorex cericidae.
Looks like a small rat. Smells like a skunk.
They have musk glands in their knees. These little fellows are our subjects. They have a birth cycle of 10 to 14 days. And using them, we can establish traits. We can trace the progressions through a number of generations over a short period of time.
Well, how big do they get?
That's an adult. See, their muscle is
It's
long.
obvious that they are definitely hiding something from the captain.
See?
Does he
And
bite?
it's quite puzzling, isn't it?
Only when he's hungry.
What could it be?
Well, maybe you better take him. He doesn't know me.
All he knows is his next meal. He's just been fed. He'll be all right for another 8 hours.
The shutter blew open. Radford? I got it, senor.
Let that scare you? It's gonna get worse.
Storms always frightened her, ever since she was a child.
Aquí, señor.
You got a problem too? ¿Qué pasó?
Nada. Nothing, senor. But you will leave on the ship tomorrow.
Well, I think that all depends on the wind and the sea, don't you?
Sí. Sí, senor. No. Ah, you may joking. I feel the point. I think.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Now, if anybody else is concerned about my sailing tomorrow, why, you see they feel the point too, huh? I don't like to repeat myself.
Okay, senor.
A storm is brewing, that's for sure.
I know, but I'm not saying that you created them, Jerry. I am saying that because of your drunken stupidity in leaving the cage door open, you created the horrible situation that now exists.
Look, Ann, this is a mistake any one of us might have made. I'm getting a little sick of being called an irresponsible drunk. Now, believe me, I am. Excuse me.
Care for a cigarette?
And thank heavens you're alive today.
You said that before. What's the strain?
I don't understand. Please excuse me. But it seems like everything is coming to a head at once. I want to leave, but I want my father to go with me.
Well, then, why doesn't he?
We discussed it many times, but he's adamant. I'm sure Jerry has a lot to do with his decision. It trying to convince me that the crisis will only last for a few...
Well, this is certainly a cozy little scene. Might even be called intimate. Boy meets girl.
Stop it. That remark is uncalled. What I do or have to say does not concern you.
I can't disagree with you more, my dear. I'm concerned with everything you do, and I intend to keep it that way. Now, in my book, an engagement isn't a casual thing.
In my book, it isn't either. And last night ended ours.
Oh. Something about to go haywire here. Yep. Oh, there we go. Those look like dogs with carpets tied on them. Oh man. Is he gonna be the first?
Be reasonable. Everybody in the world is scared to death of something.
That's evident. When they came at us last night, you knocked me down getting inside the fence.
It's just that I can't stand them.
And I've discovered something I can't stand.
All right. But I advise you not to mention it to anyone. I'm going to complete these experiments with your father regardless of anything. Do you understand that? Nobody is going to take this chance away from me.
As good as a mile, I always say.
You know, if one of those trees crashes through, it might just
Look,
knock
honey,
the whole...
any tree on this side of the house will fall away from it, so just relax. But I think I'd better go back aboard. I don't think I'm not grateful for your hospitality. I am. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thorne, your ship is safe. Please, stay here with me.
Why? You scared or lonesome?
Both.
I'll take a rain check on it.
Thorne, you can't leave. No one opens that gate after dark.
Well, who's going to stop me? You?
What's this?
Oh,
no
my,
one
oh,
opens
my.
that gate at night.
Now, look, I don't ask questions because it's against my principles. Wouldn't you like to explain that?
All right. Sit down and I will.
Give me the gun. Not very becoming anyway.
Do you believe in fairy tales?
Well, I'm a little old for that sort of thing, but what'd you have in mind?
Well, I'll tell you about one. A true fairy tale. And you're right in the middle of it.
Oh?
Have you ever heard of a shrew?
As in taming
No,
of
the animal. Bradford called them Sorixoricity when he showed you one.
Oh, then shrew must be the common name for those cute little animals.
Cute. That's the last word you can use to describe those little monsters. They're the most horrible animals on the face of the earth. As Father told you, they breed within 3 weeks after birth. Their lifespan is around
I
1
know
year.
what your father told me, but what's that got to do with me opening that gate?
There are 200 or 300 giant shrews out there. Monsters weighing between 50 and 100 pounds.
50 to 100. Wait a minute, you must be kidding.
I'm definitely not kidding.
That's as big as a full-grown wolf.
And what's more, they are beginning to starve.
No wonder you didn't want me to go out there. Thanks for saving my skin.
Well, I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
had to
now
take
we're
them there
starting
with a
to
gun.
understand what's
But I
been
didn't
going
know
on
how
here
else
on
to
this
stop
whole
you.
island.
Well, it was very effective. But all you had to do was tell me about it.
Well, I hoped I wouldn't have to. But you changed everything when you started to leave. And I had to stop you some way.
You say there's 200 or 300 out there?
Anne! That's right, Captain Thorne. And if you'd stuck with your rowboat and played captain instead of trying to play detective, you wouldn't have to worry about how many are out there, would you?
That's enough, Jerry. What's wrong, Anne?
Thorne decided to leave. To dissuade him, I started to tell him about the shoes.
You might as well know the whole story as half of it. I guess we're all a little jumpy, Captain.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
6 months ago, we managed to isolate the pack to control in size. 2 litters were born. 6 individuals we kept to study. They were about the size of buckshot at birth. But the rate of growth was abnormal. They continued to grow. They were mutants. But they inherited all the negative characteristics of their breed. Somehow they managed to escape. But a month later, we saw one of their offspring. They were multiplying. We did everything in the world to exterminate them, but no apparent luck. Then we haven't seen any. Since daylight neither blinds them and they forage only at night, when they're starving.
I guess some wires blew down on the transformer.
Bradford, light all the candles you can find.
All right, I will. Where's the generator?
Outside. Can't get at it at night.
I love an open fire, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
The wind has a lonesome sound, doesn't it? Thorne, no! Father, Brad! Up there!
I don't think he was going out, Jerry.
I couldn't take a chance. He's fool enough to.
Don't be stupid. I had no intentions of going out there, opening that gate. Now somebody needed it. Did you hear it, Doctor? Sounded like a human voice. I was thinking of Rook.
With the livestock. The Shrews got into the barn.
What was it, Father?
The livestock.
Did Mario forget to bar those doors?
No. I put them in the barn myself. They couldn't get through the wood doors. They dug through the dirt floor.
Let me ask you something, Doctor. How could you expose all our lives, yourself included, with those things out there? All you had to do was get the Coast Guard or the Navy to come in here and burn them out. Those things got loose.
Any unusual experiment can produce unusual results. That's why I chose this island. It's isolated. Miles of open water in any direction. The world is in no danger. This species does not swim. And as far as the Shrews are concerned, this island is their world.
Well, we certainly can't make it tonight. That's out of the question. Maybe tomorrow. I haven't. We'll get some sleep tonight, but we'll have a watch, an hour and a half apiece. Doctor, you go first, and then Radford. Mario, Jerry, and then me. Shutter all the windows, make sure they're locked good and tight, check all these walls.
Wow.
You know what I've been thinking about, Mario? Anne and that captain. You and me. Imagine an intelligent girl like her going for a common sea tramp like him. I know why. You do too. In case anything goes wrong, she's looking out for her own hide.
Wow. It's a pretty good movie so far. I like the big long fangs on the shrews.
Señor, it is Mario.
Mario, come on in. What is it?
There is a big raton en la bodega.
Shrew in the cellar?
See, I hear him singing down there.
Well, how did he get in?
The store break out the kitchen window, but I closed it off. He went down there.
Why should he go down there?
The food for the little ratones. I put it out to frost. They love it.
Did you tell Jerry?
No, señor. Here is your turn next. Here is una luz. We kill him, no?
Yeah. And wake up. A shrew got in. It's all right. He's down in the cellar. Now we're going down after him. But I don't want you to let anybody open that door till I tell you to. You understand? Good girl. Okay. Open it just a crack. Open. Hold on to it. Okay. Take that side.
There he is.
Mario?
Aquí. You see anything? I see where he was. I do not see where he is.
Cuidado.
Sí, señor. I will be careful.
Oh. Wow.
And he also got busy.
You all right down there?
Pretty grody looking, that's for sure.
Mario?
He's dead.
Dead. I got this on him right away. He couldn't have bled to death.
Might as well let go of it. Won't do him any good now.
What could have killed him?
I'm not certain. Till the autopsy.
Hemotoxic syndrome.
I'm afraid so. We'll know after pathology.
Doctor, that's not the same animal you showed me. That's a monster.
As I said, they are mutants. In controlling the size factor, we seem to have crossed some of the other characteristics.
Well, you certainly did a good job of it.
I've known that for some time, Captain. Please give me a hand with Mario. Bradford, bring up the animal.
Extremely high poison content in the Shrews' saliva.
Mario was killed by poison.
Doctor, I wonder if you thought the system of the Sorex enabled them to assimilate that poison. It remained in the salivary glands of their jaws. Isn't that wonderful? I am sorry. Of course, I always speak from the clinical point of view.
Well, don't you have something to counteract that poison?
Once Mario was bitten, I'm afraid there's nothing anyone could have done. This indicates that they cannot afford to get even so much as a scratch from these animals. They are more poisonous than snakes.
What, do you think they're all affected?
I think it's kind of funny that James Best, the captain, has not yet mentioned
get that chance, Jerry.
that I saw about his partner that was down taking care of the boat, who we now know is
I
dead.
suggest we do the same thing.
He hasn't
with this
mentioned
fall and
anything
this
about
ladder.
it yet. I find
Cut down
that
the
funny.
chances of getting in the front of the house. I think if we keep a close watch on those walls and windows in there, we might make it till daybreak.
The walls are 2 feet thick, Steve. Do you think they have a chance to dig in?
Of course there's a chance. Anywhere that plaster's off, that adobe's as soft as mush where that rain hit it.
Oh. Not good.
It's not a bad idea, Doctor. But here's another possibility, Doctor. It's very light out. It's going to be daylight soon. We'll take the shrew that killed Mario and throw it over the fence and use it for bait. If they show up for it, of course, they'll run for the boats out. If they don't, then I'll go down and have Rook lay to with a lighter. Then I'll return to the bend and the trail and give you the all-clear signal.
Sounds fine, Captain.
Good, then you explain it to the rest.
Yes, I will.
So it looks like they're gonna try to make their escape.
Even the wind has gone down. Isn't that wonderful?
I'm afraid it's not over, my dear. It's just a lull. There'll be a lot more.
He's right. I'll be back at the bend shortly. Now, you watch for my signal.
You can't go low.
I'll go with him.
Not you, Father. You haven't even fired a gun. Take rather, Jeff.
Sure, I'll go. Then you'll be sure of getting the signal.
Don't shoot that gun unless you have to. We've only got 20 rounds altogether.
I know that as well as you do. Sherman, you stay away from her.
You have that gun pointed at me?
Right at the middle of your back.
Look, we got enough problems without worrying about Ann.
I'm telling you, stay away from her, or when the Shrews get through with you, they won't even find the buckshot.
Oh, there they are.
Hey, Rook! Hey, Rook! Rook!
Where's the skip?
I'll follow that check line. I gotta find him.
Since last night, you won't find much of him.
You shut up.
I'm not going back.
What?
I'm staying here.
All right. You suit yourself, but if I were you, I'd swim out to that boat.
Can't swim. Then stay here. Wait a minute. You gotta give me a gun.
Give you a gun?
Sherman, wait!
This is the gun we had on the boat. They don't leave much, do they?
Sherman, we gotta make a deal for a... What is it?
They've been trailing us on both sides.
Where? I didn't see anything. Look, Sherman, you gotta give me a gun.
Whatever you do, don't you run. You stay in front of me, because I don't trust you.
They're coming! Open the gate! Open it! Open the gate! Open the gate!
You can let him in. Let him in.
Jerry, open the door!
Oh,
The Shrews were out there. I couldn't take a chance.
Oh my goodness.
For heaven's sakes, Doctor, stop him!
Yeah, as much as he would like to have done that, it wouldn't have been the correct thing to do.
All right, didn't he have it coming, or didn't he?
What happened out there?
Oh, nothing much. Jerry just tried to kill me twice in the last 5 minutes. Brooke came ashore last night. He's dead. This all was left. Won't do us any good. It's got no ammo.
I'm deeply sorry, Captain. I wish I'd followed your orders.
But, Doctor, you casually mentioned animals. You didn't explain to us what we were facing out there.
You have every right to feel the way you do. My mistake was only mine, one of judgment. I didn't know about the hurricane. I didn't anticipate the effect it would have on the Shrews. I thought the house would be safe through the crisis.
How could you expose your own daughter? How could you expose Anne to that?
She was going to leave last week, but the boat didn't come.
Here's a drink. Anybody else care for one?
I could use some coffee.
I'll make some.
Thank you, madam.
Creamy sugar?
Oh my goodness.
Slam the door!
You all right, Doctor?
He just ripped my trousers, that's all.
Are you sure that's all there is?
I'm completely aware of it, Doctor.
That was a stupid waste of ammunition. Every one of them a clean mess. There's still 4 of them in there.
How did they get in?
Through that kitchen window. That rope must be rotten.
It got him! Right, right. He's dead.
Oh, no.
Oh, they are definitely getting in the weeds now.
He recorded every symptom and reaction, right up to the moment of his death.
Jerry, tear down one of those drapes and cover him up.
Sure. Craigus will cover Ann, and I'll cover him. You'll cover me, but who'll cover you? Shut up! We can get on the van, old slave. Shut up!
Now you stop sniveling and think!
It'll take a tank to get us out of here.
It won't take them long to dig around this.
You're right. No telling where else they're digging, too.
How in the world are they going to get out of there and get out to the boat?
Come on, patio. There's not enough stuff here to barricade those walls.
Yeah,
Some of those crates up over there. The roof's our last chance.
they're not going to be any safer out there than they were inside.
Here, help me with that, Doctor. Jerry, see if you can find some room. Doctor.
Yes.
Use these chemical drums as tanks. Individual tanks. Here, I'll show you.
All right.
Tanks?
Let it down now.
All right.
Slow.
All right. I mean, all right?
Yeah. A hole in here to make some eyepieces.
Some tools over there in the corner.
Oh, that is probably going to be their only hope.
Hey, here's another one. Hey, get that out there. We'll work on it. Hey, this is even better. Give me a little more slack. Get some rope and put it on that latch so we can reach it from the ground.
Well, I remember in the beginning they said that they don't come out during the day. Like the light. Now they're obviously out during the day. I see.
Hold this in, all right?
Will it work?
Be rough, but we should be able to duck walk to the beach. Where's Jerry?
There's a lot of them out there. I can see them. I'm not going.
Look, come down here. That wind will blow you right off that roof.
I told you, I'm not going. I'm staying here.
Got to get them down here somehow. And see if you can coax them down here.
Jerry, please come down with us.
No, I am. They'll get you if you go out.
Come down here, you fool! Poor devil, I hope he makes it.
We can't leave him. He's not responsible for himself.
He's got to go now. All right, Doctor.
All right.
Now hold it up. Everybody ready? I'm going to open that gate.
You're ready?
Ready.
Okay, here they come. Hold on! Hold on!
I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it.
Man, what's the matter? Your side's dragging. You want to rest? You tired?
Mira, Goffin, habló Tasha Canetera.
What'd you say?
She says she's all right. She's keeping her eyes closed.
All right, keep your eyes closed. They can't get at you through the slit.
This empty drum is too heavy for her. I can barely hold up my side.
I'll be all right in a minute.
All right, you walk. I'll drag for a while. Listen, don't let their head get under. They'll flip us over.
Well, what's going to happen to Ken Curtis? I think we know what's going to happen.
He got my foot!
Check your foot.
No, my foot is free, but he got my boot.
Is there a scratch?
No, not a mark.
Keep moving. Let's go! Let's go!
Lord, I don't think
What?
Son! Quick, son! Son, we're close!
We'll hit the water soon.
Well, they've made it.
It doesn't sound like they're following us anymore.
We better work deeper.
I'm about drowned out.
Okay, let's swim for it.
Okay. We are next on the waters. We are safe, aren't we? I mean, the storm.
Sure. She rode out the first half all right, and that's always the roughest. Anyway, riding an anchor, I'll get a chance to learn a little more about that Swedish accent.
In 24 hours, there'll be one shrew left on the island, and he'll be dead of starvation. An excellent example of overpopulation.
Well, you know something, Doctor?
What's that?
I'm not going to worry about overpopulation just yet.
And that is the end of it. All right. I thought that was good. I really enjoyed that movie. That was very interesting. I would definitely watch that again and enjoy it. So I see why this has become like a cult classic, I guess. I just thought it was good. It was interesting. It kind of kept me captivated for most of the show. Sometimes these can get really boring, and there's very, very little outer space or monster stuff going on. But this one fit the bill pretty good. I definitely enjoyed that. So comment down below what you thought of it. And I will be back with more movie reactions in the future, coming up very, very soon. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.